Hello and welcome back to Code of Petit Pois. In this tutorial series, we're actually going to build a waitlist page generator from scratch using Astro and Vue. And basically, I was talking to a friend the other day and they have so many ideas, but they don't know which ones need to gain traction. So instead of using something like this, like a waitlist template, because they don't know how to code, it's kind of not very useful for them. So I was thinking, how could I make this a tool that anybody, even if you don't know how to code, could use, and they could just share that link with whoever and collect emails, kind of like Card, but a little bit more niche, and again, a little bit more simpler, actually. So basically what you would do, you would enter you would sign up using Clerk. You would add your details, let's say the name of a provisional name for your app, and then also you would add like maybe the features, some headline copy, and obviously it's connected to your email. And on the back end, I would collect all the emails as they enter it into your space here. So obviously it won't look like this, but this is a Astro Stack waitlist template, because sometimes you don't really need much. You just want to say what's coming. Maybe there's some features, and is anybody really interested in this? And then you could share that link with people on specific forums or on social media, and that's kind of what we're going to build today. So I'm going to start by making a project. So I've got this, I'm going to call it Valley Page. I mean, you could call it whatever you want. And we're just going to basically create a new Astro project. So npm create Astro at latest, and then the star, because it's this one. Say yes to proceed, and here we are. Now I'm gonna use the helpful start template. That's fine for now. And yes, I want to get hub repository, and basically we're gonna just scaffold out basically what I've been saying. So we're gonna need, I would say we're gonna need quite a few things. We're also going to need an AppWrite database, so I'm going to use AppWrite. So AppWrite is a database here. I've got, these are mine, but if I went to the main page, similar to Superbase, but I like to use it because it's a little bit more quicker to use, simpler. And we're going to use that to store our information. So now that that's done, we're going to add Tailwind, npx Tailwind. No, can't remember what it is now. I think it's Astro add and then Tailwind. Yes. And you know what, we're going to add Netlify as well, because we're going to be using Netlify. And in our package.json, oh, we're going to be using Vue as well, so we need to do that too. We can go to layouts, and at the top here we can just import styles, global CSS. Okay, we're going to call it Valley Page, and actually we're just going to have const title page, description, and it's going to say early page is a wait list landing page generator to ideas before building. Share the link, collect emails, and see if your project has likes. And say yes. Okay. So then we change this to title. And here meta name description content description. Alright, excellent. So that's fine. And then we can have a const keywords as an array, and you can have, validate idea, waitlist, page generator, etc. Okay, so that's the layout file. And we've got Tailwind and Netlify, and we just need one more. npx astro add view, because we're going to be using view to kind of store as a form field. It's just easier to use, and then we also add apprite as well. So npm install apprite. So for apprite, we're going to need some information. So we use a .env file, and this is basically where we will store locally. For now, we'll store our access to our apprite. And we'll also create another folder called lib, or library, and I'll just call this apprite.ts. And we'll also make one called consts.ts. And for the consts, I like to put things like this. So export. And inside here, we're going to import title, description, keywords from lib consts. Okay, so we can remove these, and everything should be the same. Okay. Now that we have all of that, we can take a look at the index page, and we're going to remove the welcome, keep the layout because obviously we need that, and okay, so we'll just have a main class of with full background. Let's go light. So let's go teal 400, padding 8, padding Y 32, and we'll just have a div. For the title, we'll just have a H1. We'll call it valid page. It'll be a class of text 7XL, font bold, and then what we can do, npm run dev, and we can run it. So we can change that actually and import title const.hash_lib const. Alright, and change that to title. Alright, so now we can click this and it does it in here, and here we go. So we've got this nice landing page, and what we can do as well, we can add some information, and we can put the description in here. So we look at it again. Awesome. And there's like you can have like a call to action. So another H2 is like validate your project today. And we have a button where it doesn't go anywhere, but it says get started. Href doesn't go anywhere. And we'll give it a class of padding 2, bg black, text white. And if we take a look at this nice thing here, as we can see, it's all we can add some P-3 padding. And if we take a look, okay, and we need some extra padding. So what we'll do, we'll add some padding here, padding bottom, well actually margin bottom 4, and class of padding 2. Take a look and see what that looks like. Okay, we'll keep the paddings the same. Leave that as it was, and we'll actually copy this here, and we'll do 4. There we go. Yeah, okay. I mean, it doesn't look great, but this is kind of a start, you know. Validate your project today, and this is a nice little jumbotron we got going on. Okay. So what I like to do now is take this idea and open up Claude. So I'm going to go to Claude. I'm going to say redesign this UI landing page for value page, a waitlist page generator. So sometimes it's good to obviously give it context and everything, but if I want something very fast, this is the best way to do that. Okay, it's going to go with a Dart aesthetic. Okay, teal and lime, interesting choice. So it's going to build a striking landing page, and once that's done, so I'm using the free plan, but obviously you could use the others. And I also use Claude to, we'll use it to, there we go. Now this looks better, right? This looks very, very nice. I like it. Nice. This is very good. It's kind of giving me kind of what I want. Obviously this little thing doesn't have everything that I've got, but it's got enough. So if we copy the layout there and paste it here, and sorry, just the layout. Okay, and what we'll do, it says add these fonts to the head, so we'll just copy that, and we'll go to the layout page here, and we'll add it to the head. And now, if we take a look, that's what we have. So we have exactly what we see there. That's great. Okay, that's great. But I want to also want to have the flow. You enter your project details, features, price, and get a unique URL that you can share with on socials. So it's just giving it a bit more context. So it's going to build it as a React artifact, which I don't want, but I just want to see what it comes out with. So it's going to create that, yeah, which is nice. So it's going to give me an idea of what it's going to build it out for me. Although what I'm going to be using Vue for this, but it's just nice to see what it can come up with for the project, which is great. So while it's doing that, I'll just take a look here. But this is what we've got so far. You know, this is nice. Nice. Yeah, you stay in charge of the things. So basically, you'll need a page called I'm not sure actually. Not sure how we're going to do it, because we want to basically have valid page slash maybe build. Maybe folio. Okay, maybe project. And we're going to want a slug.astro file. Definitely that. So it'd be valley page / project / the unique ID. And you basically share that with everybody and go to the specific page. That's the idea anyway. Yeah. Let's say turn this into a Vue component. So yeah, so it's like, tell us about your project, and then the features page, So for example, this is a value page. Launch wait list page in 60 seconds. Job description, who's it for? Wait list page generator. It helps indie hackers validate their ideas before committing to full build. You at yourproject.com. Let's say continue. Add feature. Generate pages. Page. Collect emails. And yeah, that's basically it. That's literally what I would make, what we're going to making. Okay, so this is the dashboard now, and we have the free hosting until this date, because this is the date that I created the page, so 30 days at this point. I've got 3 signups. These are the emails. I can export them, I can view the page, this is the page I can share with people, and this will be open at pettypar.com. Join waitlist, and if we go to dashboard again, here we are. Okay, and in the database we have the project, we have the information, we've got the project waitlist. This is the ID, and these are the emails associated with that ID. So if I was to create another project, then so let's try that. So let's close that, go home, and let's try a course this time. This is my first course. Learn Astro Scratch. Beginners wanting to learn Astro, a real world project. Simple, straightforward teaching, step-by-step lessons with a source code to follow at your pace. Okay, I'm gonna go test.com. There's the curriculum. Create Astro project. Build, deploy. Free. Add database, etc. And this will be free. And generate my page. Okay, so that's it. Look at my dashboard. So now I have 2 projects. I open live. Here it is. So this is my page, and I'm going to say test@test.com, join waitlist, and then we say dashboard. So I've got 4 signups on value page and 1 sign up on my first course. So this is, I can copy that and do that. So there you go. So that's the whole project. I'll deploy this so that you can see this live as well. And if you want to see how I will implement the pricing, that will be good too. All right. So thank you for watching, and I hope that this project has been interesting, and see you soon. Copy the URL. So here we are in Clerk. I'm going to create my application, and I'm going to call this obviously the value page. I want the email option and the Google option. Obviously you can add more options if you want. Those 2 are the ones I generally use. No billing or anything, we just need that. So this is what's going to be shown. So create Astro, and if we look at Astro, it tells us what we need to do to install it. But I'm going to copy my publishable key and Clerk secret key. So you can do that here, and that's that. So that's everything is connected. If I look at my Astro file, I notice we haven't actually added Clerk yet. So what I'll do, follow this and say npm install Clerk/Astro. So do that in the terminal. So I've got Tailwind, Netlify, View all added. And the only other thing we need to do now is we need to import. Sorry. Okay. Now you can do the curriculum. We don't need the Astro because we've got Netlify, so I'm just going to do import Clerk here. And because of that, you need to add this here in the integrations. So we've got the adapter there, and now we need the integrations. Okay. So the plugins are Tailwind CLS. The output is server, very important. The adapter is Netlify. Here it's Node. But yeah, that's what we need. And now we need to make a middleware file. So let's copy that. Testing. Go to src. Just testing. And we create middleware.ts, which is great. And what we could do as well, we can expand this, and we can add a header here. We can go into our layouts. This is what we get, and you can enroll now. So again, just above the slot, you can add this show when send it, and that is coming from that page. These components, copy that. So all of this is just cosmetic. And right at the top, so what we do is implement that. And if we take a look now into a database. So I've got we've got database here. A little header. We should have a little header on the home page. Sorry. Project I'm already using. So I'm just going to create a database. Yeah. Excellent. My database. I mean, it doesn't look great, but this is nice. We've got a sign in, sign up. So if I say sign in, continue, I'm going to sign in. Okay. Alright, so now we have a database. Now we're going to construct a table. And there I am. And if I take a look, okay, so now I'm signed in. This is great. One more thing, I've added a env.ts file, and that will help with getting the clerk ID. Tagline, description. Let me make sure everything is all good. Is it a course? I think we're intro lesson. Alright, I think we're good. So with the middleware, while we just stay with this for a second, we've got some options. So we can protect some routes, which I like to do when I make a new platform, just to kind of make sure that we can grab emails before they can access certain areas. So I've got dashboard, and I want to say everything in project as well. I don't want you to be able to access that if you don't have what's it called? It's going to take that into consideration. An account. However, this page I will make available for the public, because that's the URL that you're going to be sharing. But for now, right now, it's the project. Yeah, we got everything we extra. And if we take a look, actually no, I can actually remove that completely. Just the dashboard for now. So if I go to project type, yeah, and I want to because onboarding and the project ID, you want to be able to see. So those are good. And now what we're going to do, we're going to use so we've got everything. We're going to use Claude to help come up with a better header for this. I'm actually going to make a component to we're going to call it the header.astro, and use that to keep track. And what we can do, take that everything out of there and put it here, and right at the top I'm going to make sure we ID, and it is going to be in all of this, and then replace that with import header, and just put header here. I like to separate things out sometimes, makes it a little bit easier. I also want to have a look at the const file, and we can have, that's the FAQ, it's the pricing tier, the app features, keywords, nice. So I now want to export const nav links, and that will be something simple like title and link. So the title will be home, the link will be the slash, and the next will be, I don't know, FAQ. And sorry, I want to make sure that it's got cover. So we want to make sure it's the home page and it's the FAQ. And if we look at the index, at the FAQ section as a column 2, which we can also have has an ID here of FAQ. Okay. So now if we go to header and we say import nav links, we want to go navlinks.map We can do li navlink dot title and wrap it in navlink dot link. Okay, something like that. I mean, this is all relative because this will. We're going to ask Claude to update this, and I think I had one. It's value per areas. Okay. So I want it to. Sorry, I should have told it what I wanted. I just want a nice design. It's doing. Oh, sorry. For this component. There we go. So it's going to match the value page aesthetic that I had earlier. I mean, I could pin this really, or star it. So it's at the top. So it's going to do a nice header for me. So if we copy that and paste it in here, so you've got a mobile thing, and it's done well. That's nice. Take a look. Much better. So we've got home and we've got FAQ. Excellent. We can even do pricing as well. So if we go to the consts and we say pricing, hashtag pricing, we can even say free questions. We want it to look like that. So pricing's there. Frequently asked questions. Okay. And there's the home. So this I don't really need this extra thing here, but we'll sort that out. So this is great. Everything's all hooked up. Now we need to do the next step and test everything and see how that goes. Okay, so now that we have everything kind of connected, let's see how this will work. So I'm going to just click the try it now. And we're going to start with a SaaS product, and I'm going to call it value page because that's what it is. Launch your wait this page in 60 seconds. So this is a this page generator to help validate your projects before building. Let's say Chrissy at test.com. Continue. This is 100 signups. Free hosting, 30 days. Hosted pages. Yeah, that's fine. It's free, and then generate my page. Unknown attribute page URL. Okay, let's check that out. Okay, we'll try that again. So right now there's nothing in the dashboard, but if I try it now, SaaS product, body page, let's say help validate projects before building. Anyone who wants to validate just before building. This is test.com now. And this is hosted page. Oh no, you know, generated this page. Collect up to 100 sign up emails. Wait, is it way collect up to 100 emails? Hosted for free for 30 days. Add extra days. Or extend extra hosting time. So it's free. Generate a page. So this is what it's going to be. So obviously this is going to be the URL. I can copy that URL if I wanted. It's not live yet, but that's what it is. I've got a project ID, and I've got these Twitter, LinkedIn, and Product Hunt. So I've got, if I click on it, it will ask me to post it to Twitter, and I can build another page, or I go to the dashboard here. Okay, so the dashboard now associates this project with me. So if I open the page, this is the waitlist page that we've created. This is just a basic design, and this is all the features. And here, if I put an email, so I'm going to just say petitpois at petitpois.com. I'm going to join the waitlist. Now if I go to dashboard, I can see I've got one sign up. I can view the email, and I can even export all the emails that are listed. So if I go back to the page, and let's just add another one. So the info at petitpois.com, and I'm going to add admin at petitpois.com. Alright, let's just say we've got those, and we should have 3. And here we go, we have 3. And if I export CSV and I open it, there I have the emails. Okay, close Excel, and just like that, we've created a full working SaaS application. Obviously there's extras that we need to do, like, you know, how long this has been hosted for. We need to add that here. So for example, in the dashboard page, we could show in the header here page 2, and we'll say hosted since, and then we'll say the project dot created at, I think it's project, it's projects, because we're getting the projects from here. Yeah. I think it's created at, let's take a look at our database. And if we refresh, there we go. So this is the project ID, it's the user, the type, the name, all the information. It's period. That's not. Oh yeah, because it's not a. What's the word? It's not a course. So here we got created at. So let's see if we can get that. Does not exist in default row. So let's go to get projects by click ID. That's here. Click ID should have it though. Projects table. Oh, okay. I should be able to get it. So what we'll do is we'll just console out the projects. Alright. And as you can see, it's here. We want this. Let's see if we can get that. No, it doesn't like it. Okay. We are getting it. I don't know why we're not. We need to map it. Let's see. Let's go to here, and we just want. I want to see when I created the page. There we go. Let's try that. I don't know why it's projects and not project. Maybe I should change that. Try that. Okay. Let's try this. Okay, welcome back to part 2 of the Value Page series. Since our last video, I added a few things. I did this section here about pricing. Obviously initially it'll be free, but if you want to host the page for more days, it'll be $8.99, and if you want it for even more and you have more projects, it'll be $19.99. It's just provisional pricing. I've also got an FAQ section. You know, what is value page? Do I need to write a code? Where are the sign-ups stored? Can I customize the design? At the moment, you can't. I'll just keep it very simple, and we'll just have one layout. How long does it stay live. We've got, stay live for 30 days, paid plans, keep your page up for as long as whatever you've chosen. What happens to my data if I cancel? You export all your emails before cancelling. We don't hold your data storage. There, hostage. I can't read. So this is just a nice, addition to the landing page. What I've also got, I think it's, what do I call it? Onboarding. If I just go to onboarding, I've got this nice, this is actually a view component. So I've added an extra item. So it's not just a SaaS project, but it's also, you could also do a course or workshop. So if you choose SaaS, the form is going to be different. So you have the project name, the tagline, the description, your email, and then if I just put this here, launch your waitlist in seconds, for indie hackers and those who want to validate projects for building. Email at email.com. Continue to features. Oops, sorry. So what does it actually do? Generate list page, stores up to 100 signups, hosted. So I now want to 30 days. Okay, so continue, and at the moment it's free, but you could choose what your page would show. Would it show subscription? Would it show early access, like one-time fee, or is it free? Generate my page. So this is kind of, what you would get. So it's ready to share. Copy the URL. You can share that with on all your social media and stuff like that. And that would be it. Then you can build another page and go through it. So this is the course one. So the course one is a little bit different. How to create a landing page generator with Astro from 0 to deployed in hours. Beginners who want to take on a more intermediate project and real world application. Intro. My teaching style, show YouTube channel, my email is email@email.com. Okay, now you can do the curriculum and create the project. components. I actually told it what I wanted. So we've got designing the page, adding the backend, upright or super base, testing just testing, and deploying to production. To pricing. It's going to be free. Generate my page. So this is kind of what you'll get. Online course. So this was what it's called. This is what you'll get, and you can enroll now. So again, it's the same idea. Copy the URL. You can send it to whoever, and that page is live. So all of this is just cosmetic at the moment. So what we'll be doing is implementing how we can actually get all this information into a database. So I've got my Upright database here. Nothing is done. I've just got a project I'm already using. So I'm just going to create a database. And my database is going to be called Valley Page. And I'm going to call it Valley Page as well. So this, we don't really need this extra thing here. Okay. Alright, so now we have a database. Now we're going to construct a table. And if I take a look at some of the things I've thought of to make this kind of work, we've got these items here. So we want a clerk ID, the name of the project, the slug, tagline, description. What is it? Is it a SaaS? Is it a course? Is there an intro lesson? Features, pricing, tier, price, currency, and period. So I think what we want to do is we want to just copy all of these things. And yeah, that's great. So what we want to do is we want to create a table, and we just call this one, we call it projects. I think that's appropriate. I've pasted in everything I want there, and it's going to take that into consideration. Alright, so we've got project type, project name, tagline, description, price. Okay, that's good. Pricing tier, yeah, we've got everything we asked for. And if we take a look at the columns, we'll see what we've got. So we've got enum. So if I go to project type, okay, we'll try that again. I want to create a row. So right now, there's nothing. Project type is going to ask me, but if I SaaS try now, course, SaaS product, project name, Valley Page, say tagline, description. So we've got everything I want there. The only thing that's missing is the clerk ID, which is important because I need to know who we're going to be using clerk to sign in to the whole generator, and we're going to use that to keep track of who owns what. So we need to add another column. We're going to say clerk ID, and it is going to be in text. That's all we need for now. Generated. Oh, page. Yeah,
yeah, we need one more thing. We need to have the URL. So page URL.
I don't know what it is today.
I
Collect
think
100 emails.
this one has
Hosted
URL.
free.
Awesome.
30
So create that
days.
and
Add
want to know
extra days.
and yeah, I think for now
Extend.
that's good. Okay. So clerk ID time. So make sure that the Control F clerk ID.
It's
I
free.
want to make sure that
Generate a page.
it's the same.
So this is going to be. So obviously this is going to be the URL. I can copy that URL.
Same everywhere.
It's not live yet.
That's good.
But that's what it is. I've got project ID. And I've got these
we want to
Twitter, LinkedIn.
we
I
didn't
don't
have
have
this
so
intro
if I
lesson.
click on it, it'll ask me to post it to Twitter.
I'm wondering if we need
And I
it.
can build another page, or I go to the dashboard here. Okay, so the dashboard now associates this project with me.
Intro lesson.
So if I open the page,
as a column,
this is the waitlist page that we've created. This is just a basic design, and this is all the features. And here, if I put
by default
an email, so I'm going to just say petit pois petitpois.com.
So I don't
join the waitlist.
We need period.
Now if I go to dashboard, I can see I've got one sign up. I can view the email, and I can even export all the emails that are listed. So if I go back to the page, and let's just add another one.
Project name.
So the info at petitpois.com. And I'm going to add admin at petitpois.com.
We don't have slug.
Right, let's just say we've got those, and then we should have 3.
We do have tagline.
And here we go. We have 3. If I export CSV,
as a string, right?
And I open it,
is it a string?
There I have the emails.
Let's take a look.
Okay, close Excel, and just like that, we've created a full working SaaS application. Obviously there's extras that we need to do, like, you know, when, how long this is hosted for. You need to add that here. So for example, in the dashboard page, we can show in the header here.
Yeah. Okay.
That's fine. H2, and we'll say hosted since.
Yeah. And
then we'll say project called create project hashtag created at. I think it's project. Oh, it's projects.
Oh, you have to have slug. That's what we're missing. So just have
slug. We're getting the projects from here.
And that's fine. So I think we've got everything here.
Oh, let's take a look at our database.
We want the database ID and the projects table ID.
There we go. So this is the
.env file.
Project ID.
We'll have
this is the user type, name, all the information,
stuff. So need it.
It's period.
But
that's not.
What I'm going to do
because it's not.
I'm going to put all the information here.
It's not course. So here we've got created.
We will also add a waitlist table.
Get that.
So the waitlist table, if we say
this not exist in default row. So let's go to.
All we want is the
get projects by ID. That's here.
And the email. So now we want to make another table.
Should have it though.
And we're going to call it projects waitlist. Projects. And all I need is the
should be
ID
able to get it.
of the project and the email. So
We'll do
project ID.
Yes. We'll just
And
consult out the projects.
Email. I think Appro has one for email. Yeah.
Alright.
And what else
As
do
you
we
can
need?
see, it's here.
I think that's it.
We want
So
this.
when the user adds their email address, the email obviously will go here and the project ID will be next to it, so that the person who owns that project ID will see all the emails. That's how it should work. So project ID, we want to make sure that that's the same here.
We are getting it. I don't know
Project
why.
ID. That's fine. So the add waitlist is the project ID in the email. That's fine.
We need to map it. Let's see.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that this.
Let's go to here and we just want
ID.
to
Okay.
see when I created the page.
And then this gets all the. This is like a dashboard page.
There we go. Let's try that.
Get dashboard data. We actually want to do it by project ID.
I don't know why it's projects and not project.
Project ID. Okay, projects by ID.
Change that.
We do that. Oh, okay, there it is.
Okay.
I think it's here. Get project by ID. That's what it is.
So I've refactored everything, and if we go to dashboard,
Well, actually, we need to update this. We have to rewrite that. So, let's do that for now. Okay. So right now, what we have is getting the project by clerk ID. It should actually just be one, but because of we'll just leave it as is. Okay, so basically what this does, it returns all the projects by this person's clerk ID. This one returns it by the slug. This one by the ID. This one creates it. This one updates it. And this is where we add the waitlist sign up. So the little what the person enters their email address, and then the project ID is added and the email is there. This is the waitlist count. This is going to be shown on the user's dashboard page, which we haven't made yet, I think. Oh no, we have. Okay, I think we've made a version of it. I've got dashboard. Oh yeah, because I've just deleted that. We'll probably leave it as it was for now. Yeah, okay. There you go. So dashboard data, awesome. So now that we have all of that done, and we've got these. So there's actually two things that I haven't done. So I mean, these are nice, they're created, but I can't do anything with them without permissions. So for the purpose of this series, we're just going to say any, and they can create and read. We might need to do update as well. Okay, so for both of these, we're going to need to make sure we have the right permissions. Obviously, in production, you'd want to change this and add roles, but for now, we're going to do this. Okay, so now we should be able to add to these. So I've got projects waitlist. So if I go to my .env file, and that's the waitlist one. This is the projects. It's the projects table, and we want the database ID. So that is ID page. The project ID, and go back, so that's the database. So we want the project ID, so my settings, this is my project ID. And then the project endpoint. Okay, so all of these are here. And now we want to add clerk so that we can see this working.